What is up, y'all? It's your boy Nick, and I'm back again. Anime Sunday! Anime Sunday! Anime Sunday! Anime Sunday, and once again, depending on when this comes out, because I don't know. Hold on, guys. You know what I'm saying? Depending on when this comes out, which I don't know when it will. Maybe it's 2021, and if that's the case, well, hello in the future. You know what I mean? Hi, Blink, Lurk, Ziggles, Observalimp. I don't know what I'm talking about, but look, it's Anime Sunday. New year, new me, I guess, depending on when this come out. But if this come out before then, you know, same year, same year. You know what I mean? Damn, just came up by accident. But this is Beyond the Bot once again, the third time, because I know y'all saw my Understanding VTubers. That wasn't an Anime Sunday, but a lot of y'all seem to, you know, watch it for some reason. Then y'all probably saw my Fully Cooley breakdown, or not mine, but the video that they did on the Fully Cooley breakdown. I hope y'all enjoyed that. Show them some love, you know what I mean? And then I hope you see this one right now. The science behind simping your wife and husbando. Once again, waifu territory. Now, I'm surprised nobody gave me a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of slack, a lot of heat for me, you know, talking about, you know, waifus and stuff like that. Look, it came to an understanding. I get it. There's different levels of waifu. Okay, I didn't get it. Okay. Because like I didn't get it. You know what I mean? I didn't get it. I thought when people refer to an anime character as a waifu or a husbando, I thought they really meant that they felt like they really was like if they was to see them in the anime, they trying to, you know what I mean? They're trying to have coitus with 2D characters, but it's not that. It's not that. Okay, I sound like an old man. I sound like a boomer, bro. But look, I get it. If that's the case, you know what I mean. There's nothing wrong with loving, you know, waifus and husbandos. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a couple. Basically, they're your favorite characters, female and male characters. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I feel like I'm Trump right now, you know? I feel like I'm trying to mitigate here, but you know, I promise you, I did not know. Okay? I promise you I did not know. But look, it's neither here or there. Shout out to Beyond the Bot. Let's get into this information. Hopefully this ain't no 40-minute long episode, because for some reason I could make videos for however long they are in twice that amount, like I'm doing right now. I just like talking sometimes, you know what I mean? I like to talk to y'all. Let me, you know what I mean? How y'all doing? I'm not kidding about that, but hope your day is doing good. I haven't said this in a while. Hope your mentals and your physicals is doing good. On some real shit. I hope y'all mentally doing good, physically doing good, taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? Let's get into it.
But I'm going to talk about the science of simping over waifus, and I'm really scared to continue this video.
Why?
Yeah. Okay, so the year is 2016 and I'm typing up a storm on my laptop. I was typing up something on a subject I had to send now. Something that really mattered to me. And it wasn't a paper for a class. I said it really mattered to me. That should have been your first tip. It had nothing to do with college. Re:Zero had just finished up their first season and I was on a Reddit forum arguing that my waifu Rem wasn't trash and that Amelia wasn't the best girl by a long shot. And there were like 12 to 20 people on this thread getting in an actual tizzy over fictional characters. And for as small as
I know I said I wasn't gonna try to pause it that much, but come on, bro. This is the one thing that I be talking about though. At the end of the day, it's cartoons, animations you're arguing about. These are not real people. Okay? These are not real people. It is not that serious. Same thing goes with video games. Same thing that goes with a lot of other things. You know what I mean? Y'all arguing about what? Like, for real, what do you get from the argument? Why are you arguing with me? It's his opinion. How do you argue with somebody against their own opinion? It's just an opinion. People try to be putting facts into something. It's his opinion. If he feels like Rem is best girl from a cartoon series, an animated cartoon Japanese cartoon series, If he feels like one girl is better than the other, what is the point of arguing with him? Because it's his opinion at the end of the day, and it's also not real. I don't get why people need to have the feeling to feel like they need to put their 2 cents into every single thing somebody else has, bro. Some of y'all be doing the same thing. Don't be, you know what I mean? It's my opinion, bro. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. We can rebuttal and argue all the time. But some people be dead ass getting in their feelings because somebody else don't feel the same way as them do or as they do. It's just like, bro, we are all different for a reason. If we were all the same, this world would be bland. Don't take it to heart that somebody doesn't genuinely like something that you don't like. It's not everything is made for everybody. That's the beauty about being a human. Not everything is made for you. So quit hating on me when I say I don't like Attack on Titan or I don't like Full Metal Alchemist, because it's my opinion at the end of the day. I like what I like. You like what you like. Okay. If you hate something that I like, then fine. I don't care. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. You think I go to sleep at night thinking, oh man, they don't like my favorite show? I do not care. And you should be the same way. If I don't like Attack on Titan and you love it and it's your favorite show, why in the hell do you really care if I don't like it or not? I just don't get it. It has nothing, like, bro, if it's your favorite show, just say it and move on. Sorry, I had to get that out the way, bro.
All that seems, you think by now I'd be over it. If anything, dare I say, it's worse than ever now. And it's a lot worse for a lot of other people too. Specifically, like,
now he's like, now I got time.
Adrian. I remember getting an argument with Adrian over the subject, and he said, and I quote, I gotta actually go through my messages.
Oh
here.
man, he got the receipts.
IDK.
We're doing
I'm
this.
fine
We're
with
doing this.
people liking Rem, but I hate when people shit on me for choosing Amelia, which is why it's now become a show I actively avoid.
Which is sad, but people have to end up being like that because niggas be too serious about something like that. At this point, it's like, damn, fuck, I can't never mention the show now because y'all just want to sit up here and hate on my opinion. It's crazy.
You avoid it because of it?
God. Why are you bringing me into this?
And it made me think, why do we care so much?
Exactly.
Why does Adrian care so much?
Well, exactly. This is great.
I don't watch ReZero anymore.
You really stopped?
I did. I haven't caught up to season 2.
Imagine not watching the show just because somebody else. You get mad because.
Watch the show.
No, you just don't want people to bully you.
Yeah.
I don't like no bullying.
Is this a little deeper than just a friendly debate over anime characters? The answer is yes, and it has a bigger effect on us and even the anime industry than we think. Which led me to downloading a document that let me semi-legally marry an anime character.
Wait, what?
I'm not joking. This is serious.
Huh?
I literally did that. I'm not kidding.
You're married?
No, I filled it out.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, Kurt.
But we're getting to that. So the concept of the quote-unquote waifu debate, aka the best girl debate, aka the I'm arguing with people over which of these two fictional drawn Japanese characters is more suitable as a partner for the protagonist / me debate, is one older than any.
I hope him saying this makes it put into a perspective that you realize what y'all doing is dumb. Because just listening to this, I hope you would be like, low key, this is just dumb. We're actually really arguing about 2D characters that are hand drawn by somebody else's brain. That's why I never got the whole Naruto Sakura thing. You know what I mean? It's like, why did people really care that much about Naruto getting not marrying or dating Sakura? Why was that such a big deal? Y'all act like y'all were Naruto. It's like y'all when bro, y'all act like y'all were trying to get Sakura. Like, bro, she is not real. Especially for something that you didn't originally draw or write or made up or come up with. How you get mad at somebody else's story? Like that, like, bro, it's hit, bro. Like, I just get confused as how do people's brains work? Because like, I look at it as like, oh, he married Hinata. Hinata bad. You know what I mean? That's a wife. I mean, that's cool. Niggas really got angry to the point where they try to boycott and try to ban certain stuff from the show because y'all were upset because of one fictional character didn't get with another fictional character? That's crazy, man.
Internet forum. But let's start where they became what I like to call syndicated. See, the word waifu was really just that, a word for everyone, well, at least in Japan. See, the actual non-weeb term waifu is gairaigo, or loan word. Basically, a foreign word of international origin that the Japanese had to give meaning to when introducing themselves to the Western English-speaking world. One such being, well, wife, which became waifu. But like the proverbial big booby boomerang that it is, the word literally hit English-speaking anime fans right back in the face, much to their pleasure. Now adopted to be the form we know and love around 2005 to 2007, specifically with a scene from the anime series Azumanga Daioh.
My waifu.
From there on, a game was colloquially used for English-speaking weeb debaters. Other terms for it came along as well, like best girl and best boy and husbando for their male counterparts. So to make this clear, English speakers gave them the words, and then Japanese speakers gave them right back, but to anime fans specifically. Maybe for the...
Basically, what you're saying is Japanese people saw American people that really love, trying to really be in the culture, and they gave them a word that they could sound like it's actual Japanese. I see how it is. Mind you, like, once again, just because you watch anime and sub doesn't mean you're actually learning Japanese. We just need to put that out there. So don't be saying that around in public, bro. Don't be saying stuff that you be hearing in anime around in public. Because some people just don't even know what they be getting. They don't even know what they be saying. You can't read kanji. So how the hell, like, bro, like, come on, bro. You don't know how to speak it. You're not cool because you got a couple tattoos with a bunch of kanji on here that you don't even know what it means. You just said it looks cool and I'm gonna put it on there. For all you know, you could have put inappropriate or very messed up stuff on there. You know what I mean? Like, people, like, come on, bro. Japanese people really finessed Americans to be like, oh, you want to sound cool? Give you a Japanese word and make it be like, oh, I know some Japanese. Waifu, husbando. Like, come on, bro.
The best, maybe. Ever since then, anime fans had a term to debate with when discussing their top waifu in a series. And if you've seen a waifu debate, you probably know how that goes. Every detail from looks, story impact, looks, compatibility with your most likely born protagonist,
I like his
looks,
jacket,
a bust size, actually a lot of times just bust size. It does get a little weird sometimes. You'll find polls, threads, literal waifu tier lists, hundreds of posts long, or hundreds of thousands of views big. I like that video, Giga. It was a good vid. Even brackets, like it's the NBA finals for anime characters. It's like a tournament arc, but instead of fighting with powers, we fight with surface
I ain't gonna cap. I will watch that though.
level observation.
I would watch that. I would watch that.
But the thing is that the rating system kind of feels a part of the culture. I mean, some guy who happens to work at CBR just made an article about why Miku is the best quintuplet from the quintessential quintuplet series. And it's crazy because this all tracks just because I read that shit in its entirety. But it makes sense. And it doesn't. I mean, a lot of fans are super passionate, sure, but why exactly? Why am I willing to put my life on the line for this thing some dude in his 30s drew one time?
Yeah.
Why is this feeling so intense for us? Cue in parasocial relationships, which are in essence a one-sided relationship. You learn about them and they don't learn about you, which is a lot of my normal relationships in general. Any celebrity you like, entertainer, even you to me, that's a parasocial relationship. Like, I'm sure you feel feelings for me, like disgust, contempt, and
I have no feelings for you, my dude. But I do fuck with you though. I do fuck with you, even though I don't know you. But like, this is how the internet works nowadays. You know what I mean? I just find it, for me, I just kind of find it kind of like, it's understandable for me because like I wouldn't say I'm not in the anime. I'm not in no community whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all already know my stances on that. But for me, for a person that has been watching anime for a long time and seeing people doing this, it makes sense, and it doesn't. It honestly, it's still weird to me, but it's not as weird as somebody who wouldn't even get it. Like, it's some person that doesn't even watch anime at all, or doesn't have any type of connection to like cartoons or anything like or anything in that kind of medium, and they look at this and be like, why people doing why they like if you think I don't fuck with like I don't get the fact why people do this, and I'm a person that watches anime. Imagine how a person that doesn't even watch anime or anything of that matter look at this and be like, how the like y'all really look stupid, like fighting over who looks better in a 2D like a 2D character. You know what I mean? This is like, you know what I mean?
I don't know you, so parasocial. Y'all seen anime in public. Y'all hate me. I hate me. It's fine.
I fuck with you.
But in this case,
Cool,
I'm talking about
bro.
the relationship between you and a fictional character. So someone who will never love you back. A lot like, again, a lot of my normal relationships in general. But that's beside the point. But what makes these relationships matter
There's
is
somebody out
that
there for everybody.
they can impact you on a similar level as a relationship you have in real life. And there's science behind it. A study conducted amongst TV watchers revealed that parasocial relationships, although not typically as strong, can resonate in our brains almost as strong as our normal ones, even if the character is fictional. Participants said they had similar emotional reactions to things the fictional characters did that they didn't know as the ones they would have when someone did it in real life. But I mean, I probably don't have to spit some like studies at you for you to like know that, right? Any character that ends up dead halfway through the show, Attack on Titan, I Hate You, makes you feel something. That hits you emotionally. You feel pain. For the same reasons, if I put a dog and a little girl in the same room, you might get a little PTSD. Full Metal Alchemist. Adrian flinched.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. I don't know. I guess I'm just built different because to be honest with you, even one of my favorite series of all time, uh, even some of my favorite series that I watched and where they have very traumatic scenes, I'm just like, honestly, I don't get emotional about it. I mean, I feel some. I mean, I felt a little something. When that scene happened, with the dog and I felt a little something. You know what I mean? A little something. Not too much to a degree. Be like, oh my god, like, nah, it ain't that serious. But I mean, I feel like something. But at the end of the day, I just be like, wait a second. I just be thinking like, bro, this is a cartoon at the end of the day. It's a creative thing. You know what I mean? It's a creative. I think of it as a creative standpoint. I don't take it into like real life consideration. Be like, okay, damn, like what if this happened in real life? Like, cause let's like this is fiction. Like none of the shit, none of the stuff that they're doing, like you never gonna see in real life. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna be able to do some alchemy and try to fuse a dog in a human girl, their own daughter. You know what I mean? No, ain't nobody doing none of that. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? We ain't gonna be seeing big ass titans. We not about to see big ass titans come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Trying to come into your house and try to eat you up. You know what I mean? Like we not protected. Well, we were almost being protected by some walls, but you know what I mean? That's neither here nor there. You know what I mean?
I rest my case. I can't look at dogs and little girls the same again after that. But that's parasocial relationships, and these relationships get intense, and in turn,
that just really
your
just proves
defense
to you how
over
good the
them
writing.
does
I
too.
mean,
but they can get defensive
to you.
for more than just one reason. Riva, I apologize if I mess up your last name. I apologize. Tuchakinski.
What?
Riva Tuchakinski, a professor at the University of Arizona, proposed that not all parasocial relationships were the same, and that they could be conceptually divided into two types. Friendship, which means you're liking and trusting a character. Think the girl or dog, characters you like, Kakuing, you wanna be like buddy with. And then also romantic. So likings, loving, desire. Like maybe Yoko from Gurren Lagann if you have taste, Rem if you have more taste. Both are.
I mean, I'm not doing that because she's 16 years old.
I'm sorry. Adrian's is hurting right now. And having these relationships comes with mutual benefits. Like making one feel happy, making one feel less alone. Which is another way of saying, what if I want to smash though? And also why? What if I want to smash? What if I love them romantically, huh? What?
Oh my god.
Why did my dick move? Please keep that in. Why did my dick move? I need
Where
to
my
know.
dick
Now let's be real. This is a tale as old as time. Some of us want to do it with drawings. I said it. All right, I said it. I'm one of those people. I'm sorry. And it's fair to assume
I
that
mean,
if
that's
an
your prerogative.
attraction can
What am I
occur
gonna
with a
say about
character emotionally that's fictional, why not physically too? Like, but there's science though. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh.
It's just telling it all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find a girl that kind of looks like Rem in real
I gotta
life.
explain, yo. I gotta explain the
I
science.
mean, you can find a girl that looks like Rem in real life. Just put it like, if she don't got blue hair, then just like, have her hair dyed blue or get her a wig or something. You know what I mean? And have her dressed up as a maid. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's a girl that looks like Rem out there. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously not realistically. You know what I mean? Like, because it'd be physically impossible. But you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that at least invokes her emotion or something. Something. You know what I mean?
Science behind it. Why we simp? It's why we simp.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
It's why we simp. I couldn't really come up with a textbook definition for why, but the closest I could surmise this to is that fictional characters can translate to real people for us. And yes, I understand that I'm saying the close enough argument, but stick with me here. These people have the ability to personify anything. Like, hold on.
Yep.
Just in the same way, if I have this smiley face and I name it Kiara, and I tear it up, your heart dies just a little bit inside. But beyond being two lines on a piece of paper, they express the human traits we want in a person. A good example is the staple of anime eyes, which are big ass eyes, like big ass eyes. In reality, having big eyes is usually an attractive trait to a reasonable degree. You might be less attracted to a character with little eyes or smaller eyes. This is an example of neotenous protection, which is, quote, an evolutionary trait we like in our partners that shows that they are nurturing or kind and can also indicate youth and fertility. And now it's also starting to sound weird now, I know. Other traits like this can go in this fertility thing, like broad shoulders, big
boobs.
Yeah, you get the point. It's kind of wired in our brains. Why did my dick move? You get the point.
Can I get in trouble for saying that? Can I get in trouble saying the B word? I don't know, because with YouTube nowadays, you get in trouble for everything.
It's kind of wired in our brains, and especially when it's drawn. Like, we can't perceive the difference. And the numbers don't lie either, so horny people, you aren't alone. Like, I just got facts to back up every weird thing I said.
Oh my god. Meanwhile,
I mean, in a sense, you kind of explained what, why people, why it would make a little bit more sense why people enjoy, the good old hen tea. You know what I mean? Over actual, I guess. I mean, still to this day, I wouldn't, me personally, I still wouldn't really quite understand. I mean, I got a better understanding now. You know what I mean? I don't really care if you watch that. You rub yourself off to that. But you know what I mean? Like, for me, I'm just like, that's not for me. But you know what I'm saying? I don't give, at the end of the day, how you get off. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my job or my job to care or to know. You know what I mean? So do you? I mean, don't care. Don't. Honest, basically, what I'm saying is just don't care what anybody has to say about something that you like to do or love to do. That's the basic. That's what it is at the end of the day, bro.
it's just like, do not sexualize anime children.
I still do agree with that.
No, he's right. You definitely should not.
Yeah, we definitely should not.
Your brain.
Oh
God. I don't agree with sexualizing anime children.
Yeah, we definitely not on that.
Oh God.
You can't justify that. I'm sorry.
A study done in October specifically regarding anime fans. Wild, I know. Really, it was wild. The anime fan study. From Akon and other anime websites asked if the participants had a waifu or husbando, and on a scale of 1 to 7, to what extent they felt an emotional connection to them and sexual attraction.
I don't know.
Yeah. These results, not so shocking, came out at a 5.
I couldn't, see me personally, I couldn't have something like this in my room, bro. I don't know, it just would be weird to me. It'd just be weird to me to have Nezuko sitting up here, all, looking like that, knowing that she's, bro, she a kid. You know what I mean? But there's a same, it's not the, yeah, it's like that. I mean, I get you. But, for me, like I said, for me personally, you will never catch me dead having no type of, I cannot have no Nezuko, no My Hero girl, you know what I mean? None of that, you know what I mean? Because, unless if it's, the heroes like Mount Lady. You know what I mean? Then it's okay then Mount Lady, but no, no Froppy, none of no. I'm not. You know what I mean? That's for me personally. It feels kind of weird. It just feels weird. You know what I mean? I could never. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a figurine, but y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't mind having a figurine, but if it's looking something like this, and you watch the anime, you know how old they are. Even though people can argue and be like, well, the age and it's at the end of the day, it is still a 2D drawing, yes, but you know what the author intended on what they are, and you trying to, they're still kids technically, so you're trying to sexualize kids, regardless or not if it's just a 2D drawing or not. I don't care about that, bro. If you trying to sexualize them and knowing that the author knows that you know what I'm saying, that they are a specific age, whether or not if they are real or not, it's still kind of weird because in the back of your mind, mentally, that it's still a kid at the end of the day, regardless of not if it's real or fake. Come on, bro.
5.1. The romance and sexual attraction were strongly and positively related. And based off that, it's pretty fair to say this stuff can get intense. A lot more intense than a 5.1 in a lot of these cases. Maybe like an 8 out of 5. If you'll see in a second. See, I'm sure some of you have heard of Hatsune Miku, right? Like singing with the blue hair, like the fake anime idol girl. Yeah, her. Well, she's married to a real guy.
Yeah.
At least her hologram is. Yeah, this is gonna get crazy. Yep, that's right. Akihiko Kondo, a 35.
We did a reaction video, remember, to the weirdest thing? He was on here. And I still agree to the same sentiment that I said to the last time. You're weird for that.
5-year-old Tokyo school administrator.
But at the end of the day, who cares what I say?
Hologram.
Do you, bro?
Well, technically, he and 3,750 people did. That hoe's not loyal. But that love he has for her is definitively real. There's also the classic story of Sal 9000, who married Nene Anagasaki. From Love Plus, a literal girl and a DS game. Like, he held a wedding for it and everything.
Let's hope that battery doesn't explode.
That's messed up.
Yo, chill.
That's messed up. Bro.
Relax. The trauma that man.
That man will go through.
Professor Masahiro Yamada, a sociologist in Japan, has for years carried out regular surveys asking young people what they feel affection for, including pets, pop stars, sports stars, anime characters, and virtual idols. And in his survey, about 12% of young people reported sometimes or often falling in love with an anime or video game character.
I mean, I don't bro. I just don't understand. At the end of the day, still don't whatever I'm saying. Honestly, who cares what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you love these characters to a certain point that you will want to marry them, even though realistically nobody else is gonna take that marriage seriously. As long as you feel like it's serious enough for you, then who cares what I said? But this is, like I said, this is my opinion, so they get mad at me. But I'm just like, bro, I just don't get why or how people can fall in love with something so much to the point where they would rather marry something that is not real, that I can literally erase. I can literally erase if need to be, over somebody that is actual. I think, imagine all the girls, mind you, there is 7.4 billion people on this planet, and you're marrying a 2D model, a 2D thing. You know what I mean? Really think about that. Really think about that for a second. I just don't understand how this could be a thing. I just don't get it. Because I have my favorite, clearly we all have our favorite characters, whether it's like an anime, cartoon, video game, whatever. You know what I mean? We all got our favorite characters and everything. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, bro, is it to the point where even my favorite characters, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? For me, it's I love I Embody. I feel like I Embody. I love my favorite characters that I like. I can't really say because What I mean. One of them is a 12-year girl, like I said, and I'm not. What I mean, we not doing that. I like her as a character. I like her aesthetic, but what as far as no, we not sexualizing kids over here. No sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir, no sir. But I'm just like, bro, like this is like I love the anime so much because it changed. Like there's anime out there that changed my that I fuck with. Very heavy that put some kind of impression in my life. But would I go as far as to say that I would marry a character off the show? No, absolutely not. That never even crossed my mind. You know what I mean? People really thinking like I cannot find no human to ever really relate to me how this particular character relates to me. I'm just like thinking like at this point you might as well if that's really the case, then you should marry the author. You know what I mean? Like you should marry the author because it, technically he thinks the same way as you. You know what I mean? At least find like you know what I mean? Like come on, at least find like a cousin or somebody. Obviously of age, depending on what your age is, whatever your age is. But you know what I mean? At least find like a cousin or a sister, somebody or vice versa, you know what I mean? Another cousin or the brother, some uncle, something, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. It's just weird to me. But at the same, like I said before, it doesn't really matter what I say. As long as you're doing you and you care and you happy on what you're doing, then who cares what I say? You know what I mean? That's just it.
Character. All that affection for something that can't love you back.
Exactly.
Whew. Ugh. I mean, when Kondo asked Hasane Miku to marry him, the hologram requested that he cherish her. And for most people, from real people, that would be a great response, like a really heartfelt thing. But you know what his response was? I knew she was programmed to say that, but I was still really happy.
That's
Bruh.
That's
How
sad.
happy can you be, though?
I'm
Like,
sad.
Yo. I mean, but he's happy. Like, we're...
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do?
you know what he does.
Now, to be fair, in this example, and a couple of the other examples I mentioned before, loneliness is a big factor for some of these parasocial relationships, especially in Japan. These examples may have a lot more to do with the loneliness and income culture there and the expectations made by said culture, but that's a whole nother video that I'm not qualified to tackle, so. But if it shows anything, it shows the genuine impact and power these relationships can have on us. So I ask a question, is it innocent? What am I getting at exactly? Well, yeah, that guy who married Hasane Miku, she had a price tag of $2,750.
No, sir.
Fuck. See, in my eyes,
Actually, if you really think about it, though, if for a wedding, that's just the cost. That could be a cost of like some. That could be the cost for like a cake or something. So he, in a sense, if you really think about it, he is very smart though, because like I said in my last one, he is very smart because if you think about it, that's the cost of just a cake by itself. And depending on who's paying for the wedding, you know what I mean? $2,000 for a wedding? That's actually pretty cheap, you know what I mean? So he kind of saved himself on that. You know what I mean? Can't hate on him on that.
character interaction is one of the main drivers for interest in a series. And the main thing that keeps the anime afloat is not the people who watch it, but the people who buy the merchandise for it. And the merchandise is, well, a lot of the times, characters. Outside of supporting a release fans really like, a lot of sales, dare I say, can be contributed to these parasocial relationships. It was made through a company called Gatebox, where parties can literally submit to have a marriage registration for the company's recognition. You can even apply to work there, and upon marrying up, get an additional stipend of 5,000 yen a month. And now that I say that, it sounds completely nuts.
But
the amount these connections deal with financial income for these companies is quite apparent here, especially considering that these holograms sold out right out the gate.
They're doing that for extra 500 yen. Isn't 500 yen like $5? This is actually kind of sad, bro. This is really sad, bro. I ain't like cap to you.
Gate, which again, crazy.
Impressive.
So crazy that I definitely tried it. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, it's been shut down since then, much to my dismay. But the marriage forum has all the things a marriage forum has. The company wouldn't have even let you marry multiple girls. You can only pick one. Like, marriage works.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. It's an actual. It's like a form. It's got. You ask for all your personal information. I'd fill it out like half. And I say this all to say, waifu and husbando love really drives the anime industry. And the people who make these series, they know it too. Debates have been set up not only in independent forums, but by the studios that make their shows, often having polls of favorite characters themselves. Quintessential Quintuplets even sponsored a poll about which girl is best girl. And if you go to buy a figure of Miku, the winner of that poll, it's completely sold out. Which is wild because figures are also expensive, retailing sometimes, if you want a good one, anywhere between $50 to $200.
I mean, but it makes sense though, because like, you know how much time they put into making that figure. It ain't like no. I mean, granted, there'll be some figures. I ain't gonna cap you. There'll be some figures out there that be hella expensive, and you could tell that they didn't put no effort into it. But the ones that put in the hella effort into it, they worth the price. They worth the price. You know what I mean?
Personal example, one of my favorite games, not entirely anime, don't crucify me, Danganronpa 2 sells figures of one of my favorite waifus, Chiaki, for $167.
That girl Chiaki. Shout out Berlin.
Yeah, it is, yo. It's like having a real girlfriend.
It's a 1/8 scale.
Yeah, one is like, oh man.
You're paying 1/8 the price of a marriage.
Yeah,
for
what?
a 1/8 scale figure.
I do put a bit in there, but it's like it's pretty much like,
Oh.
yeah. Which would have been a really big buy for me, but it didn't matter. Not because I didn't want it, but because it was already sold out for the second time. The popularity of the character, the power of that connection, it fuels more money for the franchise. I mean, just scouring the internet, I found people who spent $500, $1,000, $2,000 on their waifus specifically.
There are shrines dedicated to characters.
Oh my god.
And they celebrate.
I actually knew a guy that spent almost, I think it was $785. No, $7,000. My bad. $7,850 on one figurine. I forgot what it was. I think it was like I don't know if it was an anime. It was an anime or video game. I think it was. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was. I just remember the price because I'm like, bro. No matter how rich I will become, like I would never spend that much money on, like, mind you, it was like it looked kind of wonky. I ain't gonna even cap to you. I didn't want to say anything, you know what I mean? Because I'm not in a rich man's place. You know what I mean? Mind you, he wasn't really rich. He wasn't rich at all. You know what I mean? He was not rich at all whatsoever. He really wanted that figure. I'm like, no, it's up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was pretty big. It was pretty big size. But I'm just like, was it really worth it, bro? You live in an apartment, bro. You got rent to pay. You really gonna pay almost $8,000 for a figurine, bro? Knowing damn well you gotta pay rent.
Birthdays with those.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, that's wild. It's so crazy.
Helga Pataki and Hey Arnold.
It's just me, instead of like a bunch of her and it's a bunch of Arnold, it's me with a bunch of Rem.
Speaking of Rem, hold on.
Oh.
Alright.
Like,
Hold on. Have you seen this figure?
scroll down. Oh! It's not that high quality, but
Okay.
that's rent. Yo. That's a car payment, bro. If you already thought marriage costs a lot, imagine if your marriage had built-in microtransactions. Like, come on.
But it does.
I mean, technically, yeah, it does. That's why I'm like, bro, what are you talking about?
You gotta buy the house DLC?
For real.
Bills come
It's
along.
the same. It's the same.
It's
all
literally the same.
Now, don't get me skewed. I'm not saying that.
Hey, they teaching you a lesson though, because if you really think about it, that's a lot of downloadable content that you gotta buy after you get married. That's like probably the biggest update to your life ever. That's like the biggest update ever. But it's the worst update because it got too many patches. It got some DLCs, you know what I'm saying? You got the children DLC, the car DLC, house paint, you know what I'm saying, house DLC, you know what I mean? All those DLC packs that you have to buy. You can't. It's not like you can still continue playing the game and not buy these and then you have to buy, and then you have to get the updates on them you gotta imagine buying a DLC and paying for updates for the DLC on top of the update of a regular, bro. Life is horrible.
That any of this is like true capitalist evil, at least in most cases. A lot of creators of our favorite shows need to sell stuff,
Yeah.
you know, to live. Mangakas work grueling hours, not always to see as much pay as they deserve for it. But what keeps these creators going?
Very underpaid. Very underpaid. Honestly, it's kind of a horrible situation. The fact that I will always support anime because and you should too. Like, you should always find some type of way. I mean, granted, I don't have any figurines, like, because that's not the type of person I am. You know what I mean? Like, we do it through Crunchyroll or some other website that gives, you know, if we're gonna buy the manga directly from the website, from an actual website. You know what I'm saying? Help these dudes out, because like it senses like they're getting paid for nothing. They're getting paid for nothing, pretty much, and they work 18 hours a day for 6 to 7 days a week. All that man hours just to put in for one episode. Like, you really start to appreciate like what they like. I really like, ever since I watched that Dr. Stone like little documentary of the people, what they showed, what they do throughout a weekly basis, like what a regular work schedule or like a work week for a not a manga, but for like for a studio, and the amount of people that they have versus the amount of work that they do, and how much they get paid. I'm just like, bro, at that point it's like you have to support the anime industry. You have to. This is something that we love, and you know, people buying stuff for, you know, buying stuff for free. You know what I mean? Like, you're not buying. How you buy stuff for free? I literally didn't make any sense even when I started to say it. But you know, watching stuff for free. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Like, I get it. We all don't have money and jobs. Me too. You know what I'm saying? I love to watch my anime. But anytime I have the money to afford to be able to do anything to help any person from any of my favorite series, then I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Because they deserve it. They deserve it. They don't get paid nothing. Zilch. They don't get paid nothing to the amount of work that they put in. Like, it's crazy to me. It's honestly crazy to me, because it's really like almost damn near like free labor at this point. And like, you can tell, like, for a lot of these studios that be providing weekly, like, you know, weekly ongoing shows, how much hours they have to put in just for one episode, and they got to do that every single week. It starts to add up. It's like, I don't even know how people be doing that. Y'all would have had me messed up. Y'all better pay me a whole bag. For y'all entertainment, y'all better pay me a bag. I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean?
Is income. And what income comes is from purchases. And a lot of purchases come from the parasocial relationships from these characters.
That's all I'll never say.
So I say this all to say, your connection to waifus literally drives the industry. But that's just how developing something likable works. They write a likable character because they want to make a good story. That story becomes a production. You connect with the character in that production, and you support the production because you...
So in a sense, simps are good. So y'all keep on simping. That's basically what the moral of the story. Y'all keep on simping. Y'all put money into these people's pockets that are creating the problem for you.
Like that character, buying merch connected to that. And that's what keeps the show moving. Yeah, because I can pay money. Because the problem is that I'm a functioning adult. That has never been an issue, except now. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I forgot, I probably shouldn't even hold it. Oh, round.
Yeah, you should probably just...
Yeah, I'm gonna put it down for the rest of this video. Oh yeah, I had it upside down. So next time you go to log on and strap up your armor for a waifu war, remember that it's actually pretty natural, and that what you're doing is actually driving the anime industry. Weird way to take it, I know. I'm Kurt. I have a Rem doll. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's all.
Kurt, and I have a Rem doll. Yo, much love to all our supporters.
But you know, shout out to, you know, Beyond the Robot, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know, thing. Go follow them on their Patreon, all that shit. So, you know what I mean? Go click the subscribe button. Go show them some love, you know what I mean? Because they some real ones. You know, they working just as hard as these anime people are here. You know what I'm saying? Anime provides us with a good life. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, anime is probably the best thing that the world has ever offered. I mean, at least to me. You know what I mean? So that's like, look. I hope y'all enjoy. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell. Be notified when I'm uploading a video, which is every single day. Once again, this is a 40-minute video. I promised myself it wasn't gonna be, but there's some stuff that I have to say, bro. But look, I love y'all. Simps, keep on simping because you're actually helping people get money in their pockets. Keep on lusting over something that ain't real. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna judge you. I mean, I don't really care at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter to me because whatever you do, you do. You know what I mean? That's on you. You know what I mean? Like, as long as it makes you happy, who cares what I say? You know what I mean? Really? Like, I'm being serious. I know it sounds like I'm, sarcastic, but I'm being serious. Like, who really cares what anybody says about anything about somebody else's life? You know what I mean? Do you, bro? But look, I love y'all and girls, because I don't want to be. I love y'all. I'm out of it.